Hey everyone, happy Friday, which is what it is today. If you're not watching this on a Friday, then happy whatever day it is for you. I am going to do this real quick. This is a wrap up of last night's meeting, which was a wrap up of last Saturday, which was the event, the very first totally reimagined event. So I'm going to do that. Apologize for all of this nonsense. Miss Gina and I have been loading a flatbed truck. We're waiting for another group of muscle to come and help us. We've been sweating all day, but wanted to get this out to you before too long. So I'm going to share my screen. Let's see how smoothly that goes. And I think we're almost there. And boom, there we are, the event. Let me move me to someplace else. How about down over there? There we go. So wrap up for the event. Here we go. It was the very first in-person thing that we have done in this magnitude in about 1,095 days. So it felt really good. So congratulations, we did it. So that was that. But there was some things that we didn't get a chance to do at the event because we just didn't get around to doing them. So I want to share this one with you, which is really pretty important. And it got us thinking about the Oscars. So before the Oscars is when they do those technical awards, those presentations for the people that are really important, and they are acknowledged before that Sunday. So I want to do that for you. So before we had the event, last Saturday night, we had our technical awards and it looked like this. No, not like that, more like this. We had these necklaces made by a family at the school. So the Hulls, thank you very much for making this happen. These necklaces have on them a heart. They also have on it a little stone. And then in addition to that, what's hanging in the middle are the geographical coordinates for Pines. And so this necklace was presented to 4 faculty members, and this is kind of what the ceremony looked like. Those 4 faculty, if you can see them from left to right on your screen, is Miss Adriana Anderson, Miss Jessica Aylesworth, Miss Hina Patel, and Miss Kekashan Sohel. The people on either side are Amy Bennett and Clint Bennett. Clint was the Board of Trustee president for many years back in the early 2000s, and he was a game changer for our school. And this faculty were on faculty when he was on board. And why we were celebrating them was for this reason. Miss Jessica in class 4 primary, this was her when she first joined Pines 20 years ago, and this is her current yearbook picture. I will let you know that these photos are authorized. They've already seen them. We've already seen them. So congratulations to Miss Jessica, who's been with us 20 years. We also went ahead and celebrated Miss Kekashan, Miss K in upper L, what she looked like 20 years ago in her yearbook and also now. So we thank Miss Kekashan. She was on the call last night as well. Miss Adriana still looks exactly like Miss Adriana. 25 years ago, we were unable to celebrate her last year due to COVID. So we went ahead and did that last night. And then also Miss Hina, who's also in class 4 with Miss Jessica, 26 years with us. And that's exciting. Both of her daughters were at the event as alumni. And if you know Miss Adriana, she has her daughter Stevie in extended care working here and her niece Skyla. So if you see people who look like Miss Adriana around campus, that is true. So there's that. And Miss Jessica's been a grandparent of 2 kids at our school. So once you get to Pines, you tend to stay. The other thing that happens at Pines, if you've been working here a long time, it does keep you young. So congratulations to them. And if you see those ladies, please thank them for committing their lives to Pines and to your children over the decades. At this point in the last night's call, which I can't have him come out of class right now because actually he's off today, is Mr. David. Mr. David came on camera last night because he was a part of our live auction on Saturday during the event, and he brought his passion to this cause, which was introducing to you the new cohort of faculty members who will go on to take the Montessori training. And so we want to introduce to you that Miss Indy is taking the infant toddler training soon. This is Miss Christella. She's currently in class 5. She will be taking the Montessori primary early childhood training, as will Miss Melissa Hull, who just currently joined class 4's teaching faculty with Miss Jessica and Miss Hina. We also are sending Miss Amber Horn. She has been at our school before. She stepped away for a little bit, and we're really glad and happy to have her back. And then also Miss Sam Campos. She's going to take, the last 2 ladies, Amber and Sam, are going to take the lower elementary training. As Mr. David explained last night, Montessori training is akin to a master's. So in its intensity, it's a 2-year program with a year of practicum under a master trainer. And so that's what will be going on. They'll be taking their training through CGMS, which is the Center for Montessori, the Center for Guided Montessori Studies, of which Mr. David is a faculty member. So we know it's an arduous and beautiful program that is MACT accredited. So what we did at the event and the live auction, if you were there, and what you can still do if you weren't able to, is to help us send these teachers off to training. So we'll talk about ways to support us financially for this, but at the event, some $14,000 were raised in just very few seconds, as people enthusiastically raised their paddles in support of these ladies and their commitment to Pines and your children. So we thank you for that, and we'll let you know how that progresses as we go. A couple other wonderful things happened at Pines that night, and we did want to let you know how that was made possible. So kind of take a look at this. These were the generous folks who, some of those papers are still hanging in my windows. These were the people who helped us by underwriting the event and putting that money forward that enabled us to get the services and the foods and the things that we needed in order to start the event in a profit for Pines. And so if your name's not on this list, I know you contributed differently. Everybody did, but these are the folks that jumped out of the gate right away. Small businesses near us, family businesses, our bankers. And so we thank all of them. Also, ways that you guys helped was with that bingo card. So I want to let you know that as you were wandering around and meeting people on campus during the event, that $550 were donated toward the kitchen. Also, is a good time to tell you that if you haven't heard, we did get the permit for our demolition for the Kitchen Connections classroom in the lower elementary building. And so that is starting May 31st, which is one of the reasons why we're sweating today, getting things out of the back of the B&D. Everything has to just be replotted around here. But that $550 will go a long way. And if there's anybody on this call who wants to contribute to that fund, I'll show you how to do that. The other thing that you guys did is you found Miss Humera in the gazebo, and you donated $2,312 to helping with the gardens and outside in the playground. The 100 board, that fun activity that was able for you to pick numbers, I'll show you how that went, but $2,189 was raised there. That will all go to amazing use. And IMC, which is our International Montessori Council. This is the conference that we send teachers to annually. It's in Florida in November. $655 is a good start at hotel rooms or airfare to get some teachers to go there. So thank you for that. And then bricks, you might have met Miss Cynthia. She is one of our teachers in the infant community, and she was telling you that the bricks in the Peace Garden is right outside her window, and that's where a lot of the infants take some of their first steps. And so, as always, if you want to buy a brick to commemorate a person's life or celebrate a birthday or acknowledge someone, then a $100 brick in our Peace Garden is the way to go. So that's 14 new bricks that are coming, and so Miss Gina will order those and get them delivered and installed as quickly as we can. So $7,106. Thank you very much. That was raised at the event Saturday night. I want to tell you about some winners on the call last night were Mary and George Blair. They won the $1,000 Airbnb raffle. It was a lot of fun to pull that name and know it. You know, you guys also sell them to friends and neighbors, but to pull a name and know that person was one of us was kind of cool. And then we did 2 drawings for bingo. Melanie Smith and Sarah, they both won. I don't know which one won which, but one won a $250 gift card at Home Depot and the other one at Lowe's. And that was Sarah and Stephen Perry who underwrote that. So thank you for that. Those classroom projects, when all those paddles went flying and people were going crazy, if you were there for that, you know, that was a lot of fun. So here are the winners. Jackaran's left with an infant painting. Class 1 went to De Lorenzo, class 2 went to Lee's, class 3 went to Shadian's, class 4 had a bonus. The family, the Raymeyers, who won class 4's project, is not a family in class 4. They just really wanted the project. There was a stool that went along with it, and so they graciously put the stool back in the auction, re-auctioned that, and the Hasney family walked away with a beautiful stool with the children's fingerprints on it. Lee's came back out to go get class 5. They've got 3 kids at the school, so that makes sense that they got 2 projects. Hartman's took 6, Hasney back for lower, upper for Buchanan. Wow, it sounds like I'm doing a horse race. And the Normans got middle school's project. All those projects that went in live auction donated to our school $11,450, and we thank you. A lot of those projects were saved from a landfill because we got those at the reuse warehouse and then upcycled them. So thank you for that. So this is really exciting because the nerd in me really wants to know the metrics of our event. And so if you kind of journeyed along with me, what we discovered in the past was that we really did have a lovely parent participation, and we always have a strong faculty participation. But at the end of the day, when it came to people who were coming to what we were doing and being able to kind of bring new money and energy into our event, asking parents to give yet again above and beyond the generosity that you guys do. We're not unaware that you pay tuition and you're generous on top of that. But we really need to get some new people to come. That's the reason why we pivoted from kind of a stuffy gala to this event, something that felt more like us, something that had no cover charge, no tickets to buy, no sponsorships, just come, right? So I think that's changed the dynamic. So we're going to take a look at it a little bit later this week. But right now, what we do know is 111 adults came that were parents at the school. So that was fabulous. Of our faculty of 42 people, 38 came. So thank you very much. We also know that we were competing with prom and other things in the neighborhood. It doesn't look like a lot of board members came, but we don't have a lot of board members. So 6 board members, even past board members and advisory board members were here. And so that was very exciting. People identifying themselves as grandparents in the school, they came, and so very thrilled to have grandparents. And I think also just making it an accessible event made that easier. Alumni, we're going to do a much better job of this, but these were the parents of children at our school that went to school here, so thank you to them. Also, very scary enough, we have middle school graduates that now of our age, and they can come. So we have some of those that were here. But the last one is the most exciting one for me. Check this out. We had 71 people come that were not parents at Pines, were not grandparents at Pines, didn't go to Pines, were not serving on the board currently. These were people that just love us. They were your friends, your neighbors. We even invited the people from across the street from the school to come over. So this sense of just having it open and available to the community was awesome. And these people bought prizes, they bid on things, and so we're really grateful. So we're going to keep that going. In total, 245 people came. So this is the kind of data that we're going to drill into. What did those people buy? Why that's important is we want them to feel welcome. And so if everything that we're offering for silent auction and specifically live auction is just items that are related to children, then maybe they don't see a place here. So we need to make sure that we have things that anybody would want to buy, experiences that anybody could go to. So that'll be more of a focus for next year. So thank you so much for bringing people with you, and keep them coming next year. And I think everybody who came this year will go ahead and bring more. So something else exciting. So again, following along with us, I've shown versions of this before. When we were at Kingwood Country Club and did what we did, this was about how much money we would bring in, knowing that we already were about $25,000 had to be raised just to pay off the club. Every year we did a new theme. That meant we needed new stuff. Again, going back to things being overcomplicated. And we were starting to see that that gala was getting tired. It was just not as much fun as it was the year before, and the vibe was kind of winding down. In 2018, Hurricane Harvey hit, and we brought the gala to Pines. And so you can see now it's at our campus. People can see that what we're doing, the monies that we're raising, are attached to the cause of Pines. And so you can see those numbers pop back up again. And then, well, 2020. Then last year we went completely virtual. And so when we did completely virtual, that's what we got. We popped back up again. But really what it meant to us was we're on to something. Coming to the school meant something to us, but the gala just didn't feel like us. So we came up with the event, right? BYOB, invite who you want to hang out with, wear shorts and be comfortable, no cover charge to get here. Are you ready? This is so exciting. And it's a little more since even last night. Here we go. $90,000. Right now, I think we're close to 92, even since last night. So this is money that goes directly 100% into our programming, into the gardens, into the renovations, into the backyard, into the kitchen, into teacher programming, children's programming, all of that. So just thank you. This will significantly contribute to us significantly contributing to a better world. This is very exciting. So yes, there's more. Here we go. Experiences. So while we were pulling this all together, there were some things that we just honestly didn't get around to. So we're going to get better at it next year. But teacher experiences is the faculty's way of giving after school to you guys and to children for another way to make Pines actually more fun, more authentic. So the easiest way to do this is, and you already know how to do this, go on the PCO website and you're going to see a link there called Teacher Experiences. Miss Gina made it live last night, so it's there. And then you're going to click on the one that feels right for you. Again, you guys know this, it says volunteer, just click on volunteer. And that means that we've signed you up for the class and Miss Joy will then invoice you for that. So it's as simple as that. Some of the rules, most of these experiences do not have dates attached to them yet. What we're going to do is we're going to see who signs up and very thoughtfully make sure that if you have siblings at school, that the two things that they're doing either blend lovely, like they're both on the same day, that kind of is helpful to you, but certainly that they don't conflict with each other. And so you'll see that as we go along. So a little bit of faith and pixie dust, then we'll get all this. All the activities, all the experiences, unless I tell you otherwise, occur right after school until 4:30. So if your child is in extended care PM, they'll remain in that care. We'll swoosh by and get them, take them to do the activity and return them at 4:30. And then you can pick them up whatever time you normally do. If your child is not in extended care, we'll take care of them. We'll have the experience and then you'll come to school at 4:30 to pick them up. Okay, so we're going to go over that in a minute. This is the 100 board. We might be able to pull this off soon, but we'll let you know. But these are the numbers that are still remaining. So if anybody sees that any of these numbers are numbers that you want to sponsor, let us know. All you have to do is say, put $38 on my account, and that number is yours, and it's off the board, and then we'll clear the board. So we'd like to clear this board before the school year is over. So we'll put these numbers out for you to see. Maybe soon, probably next week. We'll get there. I'm looking at what time it is, sorry. All right, back to those experiences. Creative writing. So Miss Hope is going to offer a class for lower elementary students. Now, if your child is in primary currently, but will be in lower elementary for the fall, you may sign up for this. Okay, it's those rising kids as well, because this class will take place next school year. So these spots remaining may not be accurate because we announced these last night, which means some people might have jumped in there. So check the list and make sure there's still space, but there were spaces available in that. She will offer a creative writing for upper elementary as well. So if you're currently in grade 3 in lower, but you're rising to upper, go ahead and sign up for this. Again, after school with Miss Hope. Miss Amber, who's going to take the training, she's going to offer a drama club, and that will be for lower and upper elementary students. These will take place over the course of a week. So we'll get you details on that, but just sign up for it and that'll be great. This one, I think, still really only has 3 spots left. This is in the evening. It is adults only, no childcare. This is Miss Valerie DeGrood, who's a very talented artist and part of the middle school faculty. She and Miss Catherine will do a wine and watercolors. I'm on the list. I signed up because it was so much fun last year. So if you want to do that, please sign up for that quickly. Here is a children's version of it with no wine and after school. So this one's starting to kick up as well. So this is all ages, and whoever signs up, Miss Valerie will make it appropriate for that age group. So take a look at that. Running club. This came from a suggestion from you guys. We did a running club before the snowball run in the fall, getting kids ready for that in early November. And you guys said, hey, if you did running club in the spring, we would do that as well. So we've got teachers that are putting one together for primary in the spring, same for lower elementary, and we're putting one together for upper elementary as well. So if you want that, go put your child's name on that list, and we thank you. Spanish club. Miss Samantha in lower elementary and Miss Alexandra as well are doing one for lower and upper elementary. And then Miss Christella in primary is doing a Spanish club for them. So go ahead and snag those spots if that's interesting to you. Mr. David wants to do a boot camp. So this is 3rd year primary. So if your child will be in their last year of primary in the spring, so that kindergarten age, as well as lower and upper elementary students, he's going to do a boot camp in the backyard. So a lot of fun and fitness for them. This one totally differs. We've not done this before, so act now, supplies are limited. Saturday, December 10th, we are going to offer 4 hours here at school for you guys to have some time to do some holiday shopping. So you'll drop the kids off at 11 in the morning, and we will give them lunch and play until 3 o'clock. Only children enrolled at Pines, but of all ages. So once we know who's taking advantage of this, then we'll build the staffing and find the appropriate classroom community environments for that age group. So if you want that afternoon to go shopping before the holidays or to do anything, you don't have to declare, then that's the day for you. In the spring of 2023, we are going to offer an evening, and that'll be a proper Friday night. It's $50 per child, and then we'll feed them and we'll do something fun, and we'll figure out the ages of the children coming. Dress in your pajamas, and we'll keep them until about 11 o'clock. And so if that's something you would like to do, please go ahead and sign up and reserve your spots for that. We're getting closer. Miss Skyla is going to do a nature walk for primary children. We're going to explore the green belts just around the school, and Mr. Dave is going to do a more robust one with the older students, maybe go a little bit further out on the green belts, but all within that kind of hour and a half. So we'll be back here by 4:30. So that's that. Toddlers and primary teddy bear picnic. So we're going to invite you, if you sign up for this, to have your child bring their favorite teddy bear to school. and then have a little picnic, stories, and snack in the backyard. So we're looking forward to that. Miss Linda is going to do a curriculum night for parents. We did have a suggestion last night that you could purchase one of these spots and give that as a gift to a friend who doesn't belong to Pines, but is curious about Montessori. So this is about the curriculum, but most specifically the early childhood primary. We will provide childcare for this and feed everybody. So we'll announce the date soon. We have to get a massive calendar out and calendar everything. Back to our toddlers and primary, Miss Julie and Miss Melissa. Can't believe we're talking about pumpkins in May, but we're going to do pumpkin painting. So a snack, a story, some songs, and pumpkin painting in October. And then lastly for this, always remember that if you want your child's birthday on the marquee, that on the PCO website, you can go ahead and reserve that. I put 214 spots remaining because that's how many children we have at the school right now. And it's our pleasure to put them up there. Their names will be up there for about a week, and it'll start as close as we can to right around their birthday so that we can leave it up. But we got other messages we have to get on there as well. But we will, and we thank you. All right, just a reminder, so also Kitchen Connections, if there's anything that you ever want to purchase for them to support teachers in going to Florida and helping in creating the new backyard space and then those bricks as well, always have those available on the PCO website. So the last message that we had at the event is just a reminder about Ukraine. Right before I left the house, actually that morning, last Saturday morning, as I was leaving, I got an email from someone in Warsaw, a friend of a friend, who was putting together a nonprofit in a EU nonprofit to fund medical supplies. And so these were pictures that they sent me that day. They had purchased ambulances, if that's how you pluralize that. But the roads in Ukraine are devastated, and that's just not making it. So they're buying four-wheel drive vehicles and stuffing them with medical supplies. So as much as we're sitting here talking about the money that we've raised for Pines and then again, asking for more, we always need to be mindful of the blessings that we do have here. And that although we are living in abundance in the United States, that there are people that are not. And Poland and Warsaw are, and Ukraine certainly are our friends. So we did recently wire over $5,000. That was a collaboration between us, Westside Montessori, and School of the Woods. And now that we're pivoting from putting money toward the schools and putting money toward medical, if you feel like you would like to round up a donation to Pines and say, hey, you can put an extra $50 on that, then let us know. But there's a spot on the PCO website for that. And thank you for a donation that came in last night, and then the donations that came in from the event. And so we will get those stories to you of the impact. I didn't tell anybody this last night, but I am a virtual speaker at the Warsaw Conference this year. So May 25th, I'll be spending 4 hours virtually doing presentations for the Warsaw Conference. So I will be able to get firsthand stories for you when I finish doing that. So thank you for that. So overall, before we go, what did you think? If you were at the event, what did you think? Certainly this is not a dialogue right now, so email me, let me know. I'll tell you what some people thought last night, but some of the questions we asked were, what do you want to keep? What do you want to change? What do we need to research now? What do we want to add for the upcoming years? What else should we be thinking about? And what to do now? So what we heard last night was everybody loved that it was free. Everybody loved that it was at Pines. And so that was good. We got good feedback on the food. The feedback on the music was that we are really going to kind of consider maybe having some zones, because we weren't really able to hear the MC talk about things because of where he was located. So we're going to spend some time on that. We talked about the music selection. For every one song that was played, there was a pocket of people who said, yay, and a pocket of people who said, I don't like that song. So next year, you guys are going to make the playlist as part of your RSVP. You're going to give me 2 or 3 songs and I'll get that to the DJ. So there's that. We also talked about karaoke, adding that next year. So that could be fun. So we're going to spend a little bit of time every month between now and next May trying to get closer to that. But thank you. And so anything else, you know where to find me, email me, call me, stop me outside and say, hey, I think we should do that next year. And so that's it. That is all of that I have. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to pop up quite large. Hold on. Yep, there I am. That's it. Keep supporting us, please. You need to know, I need for you to know that you have an entire faculty of people here that use your gifts very deliberately, very thoughtfully to keep the mission of Pines going. We are getting ready to start our 45th school year. We are doing a massive demo and reno this summer. We're sending teachers to training, and as soon as we catch our breath, we're going to meet with our architect who was at the event. If those of you were there, you saw him in conceptualizing and planning and drawings for the new elementary building, which is the next thing that we'll do. Also having our eye on the backyard. So there's a lot going on here. And we thank you for all of it. We could not do it without you. So I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm going to figure out how to put it on YouTube. Again, getting better at that. And then a whole crew of people are going to go over here and we're going to start unpacking the back of the B&D. So thank you. We appreciate you, and take care. Bye.